What you do to recover from your marathon is just as important as what you do to prepare for your marathon. So let's get stuck in. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Fordy Runs. If this is your first time at Fordy Runs, make sure you smash that pink button down there that says subscribe on it. Go to our Facebook page and join the Fordy Runs running community and check out the description. There's loads of cool things down there. Right, so you smash your 26.2 miles, but what you do next is really, really important. So in this video, I'm going to tell you all the stuff that I do and a couple of little tips and things like that. So let's get stuck in. Right, so you cross that finish line. You probably don't know where you are, who you are, what you are. But the biggest tip I'm going to say to you now is basically within that first 15 minutes, 20 minutes, half hour, whatever, is get yourself some hydration, get yourself some form of food if you can stomach it. In your hydration, try and have some form of electrolyte, so whether they're giving out Lucozade drinks or stuff like that. I obviously take Active Fruit. I have an Active Fruit solution, so check that out if you've not seen the video on Active Fruit. But it gives me all the electrolytes and it basically hydrates me pretty quickly. So get some hydration on board, that's really essential. So a lot of the races you do, they give you stuff anyway, so that's pretty cool. Don't be sitting there gulping water down, that's probably the worst thing to do. Just sip it and just take your time, but get yourself some hydration on board. It's really, really important. And then try and eat something. Again, you ain't gonna feel like eating much at all. But look in the race bag, there's probably something in there, light snacks, that kind of stuff, protein bar-ish, oatmeal bars, you know, like them naked ones they give out, stuff like that. So have a look, have a rummage around in your bag and see if there's some stuff that you can eat. It might be worth taking something with you in your start line bag that you know that you could probably tolerate, a small snack, whether it be salt and vinegar crisps or something like salt and vinegar crisps, or something salt is really good because obviously you've lost a lot of salt through sweat. So something like that in your race bag, just in case you don't think you're going to be able to stomach what they give you for free. But I say within that first, let's say 15 minutes, 30 minutes area, because I don't know how long it's going to take you to get your race bag and stuff like that, definitely hydrate and definitely try and get something to eat. Right, so after I finish, I try and hobble home basically. And I get myself home and I then get in the bath and I have a nice soak in some Epsom salts. Once I've had the bath, if there's anything that's really painful, I then ice it. And all the time, by the way, I'm still hydrating. Again, little and often. But yeah, I kind of get home because I want to get off all my sweaty clothes and I want to get into something obviously a little bit more comfortable. So I have my bath, Epsom salts, I say the hydration, then I put compression gear on. If you've not seen my video on Chimera, check them out. But I put some compression gear on to help me recover. The Chimera stuff's great because it's got technology, infrared technology, which helps your recovery. So I'll put that on and I'll sit in that for the rest of the day, which is pretty cool. But yeah, get yourself some compression gear if you can. It just helps the blood circulate around your body and it will speed up recovery. I'll then try and stay as mobile as possible. I think it's really important to try and stay as mobile as possible. I know your legs are going to be hurting. I know your body's going to be aching. And everything's going to be hurting. But really, you want to try and stay as mobile as you can. Maybe have a nap if you feel like it. But yeah, try and stay as mobile as you can. That's the key. But say, get yourself home, get yourself sorted out, and then try and stay mobile. The worst thing you could do, really, is to just sit down. So you settle down back at home or whatever you've done. Like I said earlier, it is important to hydrate. Just check the colour of your wee. I know it might sound a bit gross, but just keep an eye on that. And then that way, sort of, they'll give you a gauge of whether you're hydrated or not. Obviously, clear is best. You want to try and just keep the fluids on. Definitely for 48 hours. More after your marathon. Try and make sure that you're taking on more fluids than you normally would, just to say to top up your hydration. And then think about eating. I say you've had something probably light, like I suggested. And now start thinking about a slightly bigger meal. Something with protein's great because obviously you want to try and repair your muscles so they've got damaged. So protein food is obviously good, so like chicken and stuff like that. Something a bit carby as well. So anything you can stomach, but try and have something a bit bigger a bit later on. That'll definitely help. But you do need to try and replenish everything you've lost because obviously you've drained all your body of everything it's got. So definitely try and factor in some bigger, better food later on in the day. The last thing on your mind is probably stretching, and I guess if you're like me, you didn't when you finished your marathon because all you wanted to do is get some drink and food and sit down. But yeah, you probably really need to do a little bit of stretching. Don't overstretch, but you could do with just, like I say, some gentle stretch work. I say, check my video out. I did with James Dunn on stretches and stuff like that, but don't do them cold. Maybe if you've gone for a walk and then maybe do some stretching after that, but not too much. And whatever you do, don't get on a foam roller. But I mentioned it before, if anything's hurting, ice it. Obviously don't put the ice straight on your skin, but ice is the best thing really, if anything's really, really hurting. And in a couple of days, if that pain's not gone away, I would go and see a physio. That's my recommendation to you. You'll probably find it will settle down and stuff like that. But yeah, maybe if you've got any pain anywhere, defo stick some ice on it. Right, one of the best things to do to recover is sleep. I know it's obvious, but sleeping is awesome because your body repairs itself, right? But just a word of warning, you will struggle probably to sleep the day of your marathon or the day after the marathon as well, because for whatever reason, your body's like on a natural high, your brain's like up there thinking about all the people that are shouting your name, you're reliving the 26.2 miles, and your legs are probably a little bit twitchy and all these kind of things, and you might actually struggle to sleep. I know it sounds odd because you say you've just run 26.2 miles, you think you'd sleep like a baby, but yeah, it's really weird. So prepare yourself, maybe try and go to bed a little bit earlier, and just be aware that you're probably not going to have the best night's sleep. And just the rest of the week, just maybe go to bed a little bit earlier, just to help your body recover a bit. So like I said earlier, I try and stay as mobile as possible. And everybody always asks, when should you run after you've done a marathon? And it's a really, really individual thing. Last year, I took a week off. I hit the reset button and I took a week off, and that was fine for me. And then I got back out there, I did a recovery run, and I was just fine. This year, I'm going to try a little bit something different. I'm going to be running on, Sunday, Wednesday, because I've actually got a race on Sunday. I've got a 10K that I'm doing on Sunday. So I'm actually going to go out and do a run on Wednesday. I'll do a recovery run of about 5K. But yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, you've worked 17 weeks or 16 weeks, some of you, for that training plan. Why not take a week off? It's not going to make any difference. Let your body recover, let your mind recover, reset totally, and then think about what you're going to do next. So there you go, guys. That's my kind of marathon recovery tips, I suppose. I don't like to call them tips. But yeah, things I do. Let's call it like that. Right. So, the only other thing I will say to you is that once you finish your marathon, why not sign up for another one? You might think I'm crazy, and you've probably said to yourself, I'm never going to do this again. Well, the thing is, you've just proved that you can do it, so why not do another one? Or, a really cool thing to do is sign up for another event. Right, so I've got like the Gatwick Half Marathon on the 12th of May, already booked in. So I know that I've got to get out training, because what can happen is you do your marathon and you go, oh, I can't bother to run again. And that's probably the worst thing you could do. You've done all that training, you've built yourself up. Why not carry it on? So yeah, book yourself an event, whether it be Run Gatwick, Southend Half, something like that. But get yourself another challenge, because then it'll get you out the door and it'll get you running. Oh, and don't forget to get yourself 26.2 mile club t-shirt from the Fordy Runs store as well, to show everybody that you smashed that 26.2 miles. But that's it from me. Leave some comments below. Let me know if you've got any other sort of recovery tips for anybody else out there. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave me today. And don't forget to join the Fordy Runs running community as well. But that's it from me, and I'll catch you guys later.